Do you know you can process this beautiful garri for your family from start to finish without stepping out of your kitchen for anything? Do you know that there are different types of garri with different methods of processing? Do you know that cassava has a very harmful chemicals to the body that's needed to be detoxified before consumption? Do you know that garri, if not well handled, can lead to the outbreak of foodborne diseases? How well do you know your garri, or do you just buy and eat anything you see in the market? A garri may be looking appealing in the eyes, yet it is an apology. That is why I bring you this video as a comprehensive guide to help you single out the good garri from the bad ones. Yeah, and at the end of this video, you will be able to process a garri with a perfect gelling properties that draws for eba or that sours for soaking, right from the comfort of your kitchen. Wow! That thing they are not telling you about garri, I will tell you today. And if you want to hear it, hit the like button and see you on the inside. Hello, it's Chinedo Vincent from salpesfoodblog.com, and we teach you how to make pastries, snacks and lunch packs. Subscribe for more valuable food contents ahead. First of all, I call our prospective product cassava crumbs and you call it garri. Irrespective of whatever it's being called, you'll be needing cassava. Either you buy from the market or you source them directly from your farm, if you have one. You skin the cassava through peeling with the aid of the knife, leaving behind the starchy flesh for our garri processing. Now, if your cassava is very dirty, consider washing before peeling. Otherwise, go ahead and peel directly. I love cassava peeling so much. I don't know about you, but I think it should be included in the list of my hobbies. Yeah, that's why I'm always a fast peeler in my home and even in my entire village. And if you think you can peel faster than me, please let me know in the comment section. Now we are done with the peeling. We'll throw away all these peels because we'll not be needing them in the recipe. After the skinning, go ahead and clean wash the cassava using a clean water and possibly a sponge. Now, let me quickly inform you that cassavas are of different varieties and of different species, and it is not every species that is suitable for garri making, especially if it is for eba. Personally, I would recommend any natural species of cassava that is not being modified, because during modification, the starch content of such cassava is being altered, making them unfit for garri processing. And that is why you keep complaining, my garri no dey draw, my garri no dey draw. How you want take draw where you use the wrong species of cassava in your garri processing? After peeling, discard the water as we move into grating. I fabricated this grater myself by perforating my old baking pan and then attach it to this board. Yeah, I will be using it for the cassava grating, yes. And if you can do this, please use the pause button of your blender. You will still achieve the same result. Now here is the technique. I start grinding from the head of the cassava and finish last at the tail. If you're replicating my method, just do it that way. You get why. And grating will give you best garri crumb and texture ever, but be careful not to crush your fingers nor your palm. Of course, alternative way of doing this is the traditional way, in which you take it to the grinding engine where they grind it and jack it as well. But of course, that is not what we are treating today. We're looking at how you can make this all in your home without buying or stepping out of your kitchen. After grinding, transfer everything into your bowl and add some oil and mix. That is if you're making a red or yellow garri, but if not, go ahead and bag immediately. Now let's talk about the gelling property of your garri. Yeah, what really makes your garri to draw? That is what I mean by the gelling property. Now, what makes your garri to draw is the starch content that is available in the garri. This is heavily affected by the season of the year in which the cassava was harvested and the method of processing of the garri itself. If a garri starch content is high, that means it will draw. But if it has no high starch content, it will not draw. Starch content of cassavas are high during rainy season and low during the dry season. A sipping garri should not draw but soured. So once you leave it to sour for long, it will lose the starch content and the drawing texture. Do you know why it is important that your sipping garri should be soured? Oh, you don't know? Okay, I'll tell you. First of all, your garri gets soured through a fermentation process which you will see shortly. This process is meant to detoxify the cassava from a harmful toxic chemical that is inherent in the cassava. And this toxins is called hydrogen cyanide or cyanogenic glycoside. For if you are going to market to buy a sipping garri for your family, you need to test it to ensure that it is very soured in taste. Otherwise, please do not buy. And if you're making it yourself, don't worry, I will teach you in this video how to do it very well. And if you are going to the market to buy garri for eba and you tested it and it is soured, please do not buy because it will not draw. I will throw more light on that as we progress in this video. Now back to the processing method. I am done with the mixing and oil addition. The next step is to add them into any sack that can contain it and fold the sack and cover with any clothes and allow to ferment for 3 days. Remember, this is only applicable to a sipping garri because it is a detoxification process from hydrogen cyanide. Is that understood? If you've not been doing this, please take correction so that you don't come and be complaining of blood vision at a very tender age. After 3 days, I have to tighten up the bag so tight with some board beneath and above. Now I will be adding a heavy grinding stone to enable water and easy water dripping. As you can see the water dripping right now, I will leave this to drip till the next day. For effective drying, don't forget to tighten up the bag at 4 to 5 hours intervally before the next day comes. Your garri is ready when it becomes cakey with no longer drips of water. And at this point, waste no further time, directly sieve and fry immediately. I'll be using a plastic sieve with a medium size opening. You can use a mesh sieve or any other sieve you have in your home. You can even borrow from your neighbor if you wouldn't mind. Now, while the sieving process is taking place, let me quickly take you back to the reason why your processed garri for eba shouldn't be soured at all. Recall that I said that you shouldn't ferment your garri for eba. This is because fermentation does not only detoxify the garri, but experience has proven that there is a notable drop in starch content. So when you ferment that, you will lose the starch content and your garri will not draw. Now, does that mean that our garri for eba, because it is not fermented, that it is harmful for consumption? No. There are many ways to kill a rat. I mean, there are many ways to go about detoxifying your garri from these harmful chemicals. Some of the processing properties about this hydrogen cyanide is that it is both water soluble and heat labile. Of course, during frying, we lose significant amount of this chemical, but that is not all. our garri or eba is also made with hot water, which reduces this toxin to a bodily permissible limit. In summary, while processing your garri for eba, please do not ferment for 3 days, but instead jack immediately after grating and fry as soon as the drips are over. Secondly, fry the same garri with a very high heat because hydrogen cyanide is heat labile. Finally, make your eba with a very hot water. Each of these processes are all intended at reduction of these toxins up to bodily permissible limit and still retain the gelling property of your garri swallow. Okay? With all these keys that I've given to you, you can now choose which type of garri do you want to make. Either you want to go for sipping and soaking, or you want to go for eba. Please like this video and let's forge ahead if you've not done so. Now we're done sieving, and here is our garri filtrate with crumb-like properties and yellowishly colorful. And to the chaff obtained is not gonna waste. I'll be using it for my alebo making, that is cassava flour for swallow. And if you want me to share this recipe with you, mine looks like semo. You will love it. Please let me know in the comment section. Now set your pot at medium heat, and once it is heated up, please introduce your fried garri and begin to stir. It's important to know that your frying heat should increase progressively as you fry. Now, while frying, please endeavor to stir at interval, giving the garri great chances for heat penetration. Also, do not put everything at once, but always remember to fry bit by bit. Once the first fry is well heated up and its lumps are properly dissolved, then introduce another until the amount or the quantity you want to fry at a batch is obtained. Then stir until your garri is crunchy. If your garri still cakes, then it's not ready. Please don't touch your frying garri with your bare hand because the hotness is too much. I'm already used to it, so that's why. Okay, now you can see our garri is no longer caking, but we can just fry a little bit more so it can dry properly. And after that, we scoop out and repeat the rest of the batch, and boom, we are done, and we are done. You can see our garri looking beautiful, so colorful, with finely texture and astringent. All thanks to our procedure, especially the hand grating job. I want to say a big thank you to you for watching, and if you like this video and you know you learned something from it, please do not leave without giving us a like. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.